All right, if you've ever tripped over nothing or lost your footing putting on socks, don't worry, this is a safe space and you're not alone. We're about to experience a mini boot camp in balance to help us keep life's little stumbles in check.
Yeah, back with us today is Marine and personal trainer Daniel Hill. Okay, so we're working on maintaining our balance today. What can we do to make sure that happens?
Yeah, so last month I gave people a rundown on the strength exercises that help you balance. This month I want to actually train the skill of balance. Those things are different. So what I want to work on today is basically working you from the ground up, because balance starts at the floor with your feet. So the first thing we want to do is practice with our feet to make sure they're doing what we tell them to so we don't trip. Really quick shout out to my equipment sponsor, G&G Fitness Equipment. They make all these demonstrations possible, so thank you to them. So what I wanted to start with was the first thing is literally just standing on one foot right here.
And foot. Can I hold on?
You can.
Oh, does that defeat the purpose?
Yeah, so, well, actually, no, that's a good question because when you're new to this, it's good, especially if you are a fall hazard, you want to be near a table, a wall, or something like that to catch yourself. So we don't want to go full faith on that to start, right?
Should you even do this alone if you're a fall hazard, or make sure someone's with you?
Perhaps not. Or at least you could do it in front of your couch. So if you fall backwards, you fall on the couch.
How long do I need to stay like this?
30 to 60 seconds is generally the ceiling to where it's like, okay, you're not getting much more from it by going longer, but you can progress it. So one way you can progress it is start by looking left. Yeah, see?
It's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time. Hold on, David.
The first progression is just turning your head. And you guys don't have to do this piece if you're not confident.
Why does this make it so much harder, Daniel?
Because what you're doing is playing with your vision, which plays a large part in balance. Speaking of vision, also the next part you want to train when you can handle changes in scenery is taking the scenery away entirely. So the last progression of this is closing your eyes. And you'll notice even me, like, it all goes away.
Well, apparently David is about to go away. My foot is shaking. Is that normal?
Yeah, that's normal, and that's your body trying to send information to your brain to say like, hey, like we need to figure this out.
I think it's so interesting that taking away what I'm seeing is making it so much harder.
And that's the point, is that your body sends information to your brain about how far am I away from something. It's a multifactorial thing. And if you're walking around in the dark to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you take a trip, like a lot of people fall in that. And the last way you could progress that is just pick up a weight and hold it, because people, you carry in groceries from the store or whatever, and you're walking, and when you walk, a foot does come off the ground, right? So holding some weight in one hand while you're doing
that?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And that's 10 pounds. Like your average bag of groceries will be less than that, but you always want to go over what you need.
Not my bag.
You get all the bags in one go. Yeah.
So by practicing this.
And then do it with your off foot. So switch your feet, and you'll notice now it's just a little harder because that weight's trying to pull you over.
Yeah.
And now the other foot has to compensate.
Do you feel like one foot is better than the other? Do you have more balance?
I could definitely balance better with this foot up.
Yeah, and that's because the weight's coming straight down on your foot. When you bring the other foot up, now it's empty space.
But by practicing this, are you training your brain or you're training your feet?
Both. Because your brain controls your feet. Your feet are like the hands of your legs. They're sending information to your brain. And we always wear shoes and things that shut off our feet from the ground. So our feet aren't really attuned to telling our brain what's up. Right? So when you're doing this, the last piece of advice I'd give is do it in your bare feet if you're at home, because your feet have nerves in them. They're talking to your brain. Every moment you're standing on ground, your feet are telling your brain what's going on down there. So by going barefoot for these exercises, you can help get even more results. Because think about the shoes we wear. They're very padded, they're squishy, your foot's gonna rock back and forth. It's gonna make something that's already hard substantially more difficult.
Right, yeah. You know what, I've taken dance lessons when I was younger, and they always told you for balance and posture to pretend like something's pulling you up from the top of your head.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that before?
I've heard it from dancers. My fiance's a dancer, my sister danced growing up, and I've heard those things before. Yeah.
Well, one thing I've learned is don't hold what is this, a 10 pound?
10 pound dumbbell. Yeah.
That's a weight, David. You use those when you go to the gym.
Oh, I've heard about this.
All right.
Do we have time for one more or not? That's all right if we don't.
Oh, we don't. We ran out of time. We talked too much.
That's all right.
But you've given us great tips. Thank you, Daniel, as always.
I feel more balanced.
Yes.
All right. If you can't get to a gym, don't worry. Daniel will come to you. That's what his business, House Call Personal Training, is all about.
And to learn more, just go to our website, PittsburghTodayLive.com.
I feel a lot more balanced.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we've been telling you all about Pittsburgh's Walk of Fame this morning. Joe Manganiello will likely have a star there someday, but today he's all about a different kind of bling. We're talking about the big question he popped in today's Pop Talk Live.
All right, and speaking of the Walk of Fame, our camera is there. We're getting a look at the chairs and the names that will fill them. The ceremony begins in just a little over 30 minutes. You see some of the family members who will be there. Some huge names in Pittsburgh history. Of course, Boaz is there as well, making himself comfortable. Actor Michael Keaton will be there too.
Boaz is going to sit right next to Michael Keaton, apparently. Oh, that's fun to see. All right, we're going to be right back.